Whatever decision you make is a conscious decision, and then you own up to the decision that you make. You have this idea that AI is going to be really complicated. Anybody with a disadvantage, they will shy away from it. But this program is actually not that complicated. Hi, my name is Ping Ping. I'm a senior lecturer in University Malaysia Sarawak, which is based in the Borneo Island. Okay, I don't normally talk about my condition unless I need help or it is for awareness purpose. Now, when this story came out was that this lady, she's at the age of 48, and then she went in, and then she was diagnosed, of course, with retinitis pigmentosa or RP, and then she actually has a daughter, because RP or retinitis pigmentosa is a genetic disorder. So the daughter actually had to be screened for it. So in my case, was why I'm telling you this story was the awareness has to be there. If you have an eye problem, you just get your eye checked. It's a very hard reality to swallow because you know that you are losing your sight. But at least you have time to build your mental strength. And then whatever decision you make is a conscious decision, and then you own up to the decision that you make. So it changes everything because you know you are losing your sight. Technology, IT has always been, I would use the term luck. It was by luck that I ended up doing a degree in computer science, because at that time, like 20 over years ago, I had no idea what is computer science. And then along the way, although I use the word luck, there is the learning curve. Okay, when you have a learning curve, you have to work hard for it, but it was all good. And then it got me where I am now today, because mobility is an issue. You can't eventually you start losing sight. You have to drop from driving, you need certain assistance. But because it's technology, you can work purely from your computer. Now, that's why I said that although I used the word luck, I ended up doing a PhD in natural language processing. It took me, it's a huge learning curve. I had to do all this. So when this particular program came out of curiosity, it's okay, if the research part, they are doing all this programming, they have this quite steep learning curve, and let's see how far the industry have come. And then Microsoft offered this particular program, so I wanted to know like how much it can help me and also my students. Now, when we talk about career trajectory, in my case, right, because you're in a university, having 1,000 certificate might not really get you that far. But now, by making that statement, the university take in students from a more remote community or rural community. These students are economically disadvantaged at some of them, and then they have never been exposed to programming at all, to coding at all. So they come in at a disadvantage, but now I know what Microsoft Azure AI can do. It is an application that they can add into whatever program they have, and then they're actually quite, I would use the word, they're actually quite ambitious. Give an example, they want to solve a problem that is happening in their local community, but now they can add in AI. So once they come out, have all these hands-on, so they come in at the disadvantaged level, but when they leave the university level, they can actually compete in the job market. Same level as the rest of all of us in the job market. No, don't get me into that rabbit hole, because there's issues, simple thing like we are talking about AI now, but the basic things like electricity, internet, and things like that. So when COVID hit, all of us were like talking about e-learning, but these kids had to go back and then they have to figure out where can I get internet to continue learning. So these are challenges that I think that it really take like this. You need to have a massive sit down and then everybody get involved to solve the problem. So there are many challenges in that sense lah. It's not only about AI, but of course AI is the way forward. I just got the cert like a few months back, but I've already been starting to work with students. So the student will come to me and said that where I live, I need to have a 2 hours drive to the nearest city. So, but there's no medical record, so it's really hard for us to bring all this over. So they are quite, in that sense, I put it that they are ambitious in that sense. So they'll be like, okay, I want to develop this. So once, because it's a computer science degree, once you develop, it's just basic coding. But I would tell them, why don't you try this, put this particular AI component into it, for example, like a chatbot. Or some of them said that in my village, we want to sell this. So, oh, why don't you try like computer vision that they have in this particular Azure AI? So they will give it a try, and then to me, that is really having that hands-on skill. At the same time, they have that AI knowledge so that they can go out and find a job. Now, I'll be very honest, I've always been on like software side, on the programming side. When it comes to hardware, I will shy away from it. And then cloud computing have always been the hardware side, the server and things like that. So those women that are involved in it, you go girl, you're really doing good job. So in that sense that there are those women that were together with me in the program, some of them don't have a programming basic, but you can really see that they are very determined. They pick it up and then they go for the exams and then they pass the exams. So what I feel that the program is, it lets women, you have this idea that AI is going to be really complicated. So these women, or even like people, I would use the word anybody with a disadvantage, they will shy away from it. But this program lets people have that chance that it's actually not that complicated. You can do it. What I call this as the beginner's mindset. So when you are young, you don't, especially your children. So of course, this is a woman program. But when we are young, we play together regardless you are a girl or boy, and then we are very curious. And then don't let that gender be an issue. Have that beginner mindset. Be curious about it, and then pick it up. Even if you don't go far, but you will definitely learn something.